What is going on, YouTube? It's Dope, and this is Dope Comics on my YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking one of my favorite things, 70s horror. This title only went 9 issues, so if you like to collect small runs, this is the run for you. It's only 9 issues. None of them are expensive. They all got cool vibe to them. They came out in 1969 and ran through 75. They came out bi-monthly. They all got a classic lineup of artists that did all the covers. From 1 through 9, every cover is excellent. Every artist is excellent. What more can I say? I also like war and history. So I watched a special one time, and supposedly this comic book, a lot of the Vietnam soldiers, when they came home in 69 and 70, they connected to this title, and they read a lot of this title. We're not talking DC today, we're talking Marvel, so that means one thing. Tower of Shadows! 1 through 9, because with 10, it turned into Creatures on the Loose, and ran from there. I don't know why they started numbering it like that, but Creatures from the Loose actually starts with number 10. So if you ever want to collect any little runs, I like stuff like Tower of Shadows. It's only 9 issues, and they all are great. I like stuff like Twisted Tales from Pacific Comics in the 80s. It's only 10 issues. I like stuff like Weird Mystery Tales from DC. It's only 24 issues. So, and Weird Mystery Tales has got some badass covers. But that's another story for another day, because today we're talking Tower of Shadows. So let's do it to it. Let's get it chopping. Let's get it popping. Let's get to looking. So first we got number 1 right here. This is Tower of Shadows number 1. And this is a Steranko cover. And there's, just like all the 70s books, there's a narrator in the book. And this guy's a gravedigger. And his name in the book is Digger. And he's in every book. All these are anthology books. So pick up any of them you want and read them. There's a couple of stories. Every book's got, you can pick up any of them and start reading at any of them. The first few issues have original stories in them. After that, Marvel got cutting corners, got cheap again. They said, let's go back to that Marvel Tales Atlas we had, and let's just reprint a lot of that shit. And that's what they did. They started reprinting shit. And then starting with number 10, when they got Creatures on the Loose, they started just doing more sci-fi and more Conan type shit. Some swords and sorcery. But the first 9 are all horror. It's all Tower of Shadows. And this is your first one. And this is a Steranko cover, baby. So Steranko, 15 center, 1969. Get in where you fit in. Chopping and popping. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Number 2. Guess that artist. Like I said, it's a murder's row of artists. There's Neil Adams. And as you can see, I love the way this hippie's got on some flip-flops. He's in this old abandoned house. I'm thinking, he's thinking, I got my guitar. I got my best blue jean shirt on. It's Friday night. I'm taking this girl out, She thinks we're going to a movie, but I'm going to take her to this abandoned house. It has no power. It has no heat. But as soon as she hears me strike an E chord on this guitar, baby, it's a panty dropper. The panties are coming off. I'm going to get laid tonight because I'm going to play this guitar. But what he wasn't counting on doing is getting his foot stuck in this lava monster coming down the steps. Poor Timmy. I mean, he wasn't going to get laid anyway. But shit just got a lot worse, I guess. So, but there's a Neil Adams cover. And then right here, this is probably my favorite cover so far. This has got a lot of ghouls on it. If you see, there's a mummy over here. There's like a hunchback guy over here. You got the top hat guy here. Here's a werewolf looking guy. Here's a ghoul. I see a dagger over here. This cover's got a lot of good use of shadows. And this is issue 3 at 15 center. This is a Gene Colan cover. So, Gene Colan. This book's in great shape. I like the use of shadows. It's probably my favorite cover of these 3. If you agree, tell me in the comments. If you don't like the thing, tell me in the comments. Tell me that book freaking sucks. Tell me this whole line sucks. I mean, why are we showing Tower of Shadows? That's a bunch of damn dollar bin books. Because I like them. But anyway, tell me in the comments, man. Tell me this. Tell me all about it. Good, bad, worse. I don't care. All right. Tower of Shadows, number 4. If you look at here, we got this male witch, which I think a male witch is called like a, it ain't a manwich. Manwich is what I eat, like Sloppy Joe. I think a male witch is called like a warlock or a wizard. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, you can see the male witch back there, the warlock, doing his sermon. And it looks like some kind of sulfuric gas got poured on this floor with a circle. And out of the ashes arose this fire demon. And these two don't know what to think. You know, this girl right here, she's a little too hot. If you look close to this girl right here, that's how I feel every time I go to eat hibachi. And they get out that little onion and they throw all that damn fire on the grill. And you can feel the flames. That's exactly how I feel when I'm eating hibachi. Right there. But anyway, you look out the window here, you can see it's New York City. So he's doing this shit in an apartment somewhere. He's not going to get his deposit back because he just fucked the whole floor up. So good luck, Mr. Warlock, getting your deposit back in New York City. And if you look, there's people out the windows. He's doing this shit on the bottom floor. They ain't got no blinds or nothing. So, and this is a Don Hack cover. So, Don Hack. So if you like Don Hack, you need to get you some number 4. Number 5 here. I've been here. This right here is a Wally Wood cover. And what I mean by I've been here, many times I've been to Panama City, laying on the beach, the Redneck Riviera, and drinking Miller Lite. And half of my body, I'd be laying on my side, is burnt to a crisp because I'm a ashy, pale white boy. And I would be red like a lobster. And the other half would be normal. And I would have that look on my face you see right there. Because ain't nothing worse than having a hangover and being burnt. So if you've never been sunburned with a hangover, 4 days left in Panama City, nothing to do except sit in your room and eat Jell-O shots. It ain't fun. But anyway, this is number 5, Wally Wood cover. And as you can see, a lot of detail going on back here. I mean, listen to these legendary names, man. Don Hack, Wally Wood. I mean, Neil Adams. Come on now. Don Hack. Did I say Don Hack? All right, here's number 6. Probably my favorite cover in the run. It's a Steve Ditko cover. Who's that guy? Never heard of him. Whole run is Murder's Row, baby. Steve Ditko cover right here. This reminds me of some kind of Twilight Zone. When I grew up, I used to love to watch Twilight Zone, Tales from the Dark Side. While everybody else was watching Dukes of Hazzard and Gilligan's Island, I was probably watching Tales of the Dark Side and Twilight Zone. But I love this cover. And another show I watched growing up in the 90s that a lot of people probably don't remember. If you remember this in the comments, put in the comments. I used to watch a show called Andy Milonakis Show. And Andy Milonakis is one of the funniest comedians of all time. He used to be on MTV for a short time. If you ever see the Andy Milonakis, when you get off here, get on YouTube, Google Andy Milonakis. Dude's older than me. He's like 46 years old and he looks like he's 12. And he's funny. You get drunk at night, watch some Andy Milonakis. Andy Milonakis. All right, check that out, y'all. That is number 6. 15 center. Tower of Shadows. Pray for the Man in the Rat Hole. He's got a number 2 pencil. He's got his hands full. That's all I can say. So, cool cover. Steve Ditko cover. Can't beat that. Can't beat it. All right. Now we're moving on to number 7. Number 7, Tower of Shadows. This here is a Barry Windsor Smith. And it's got Wally Wood on the inside work. So, this one's cool. You can see this giant lobster man. Red Lobster! It's like a B-52 song, if I remember correctly. If you grew up in the 90s, you might remember that. This one here has a lot of stuff going on. And this monster's name is either Titano or Titanto. But Titanto, as far as I know, has not been in any Marvel movies yet. So the next time, you're watching a Daredevil movie or a Spider-Man movie or anything with Kingpin in it, you're in your big blockbuster movie, and you see like a river scene, like around Hell's Kitchen or New York City skyline or something, be like me and hope Titanto just jumps out of the water. I mean, a first appearance of Titanto's got to be worth something. Come on, man. It's Titanto. So, there's you some Titanto. I think about that one Amazing Spider-Man movie where Amazing Spider-Man was fighting Green Goblin on that bridge, and he was going to drop Gwen Stacy or whatever, and they're like on top of that bridge, and he put Gwen Stacy on the very top of the bridge. That's when Giganto, or Titanto, should have knocked down that bridge just like that, came right up, took them all out. Titanto! That would have been a better movie. All the little kids be crying because Spider-Man just got ate. Gwen Stacy just got ate. I liked it better. I probably laughed at that, didn't I? All right. Tower of Shadows, number 8. Here is some devils flying on pterodactyls. And together they become a pterodevil. So 2 sets, or just 1 set of pterodevils. This is number 8 in the run. And this is another Wally Wood cover. So Wally's doing it to it. It is nighttime. And this regular dude with a sword is trying to beat 2 devils, 2 pterodactyls, a bow and arrow, and a spear. His chances are not good, I wouldn't think, but who knows? They lurk within the tomb. If you ever need a name for a band, like if you're a heavy metal band and you can't find a name, go look at 70's horror covers. Because everything, like I would name my band They Lurk. I like Within the Tomb. Lurk Within the Tomb. There's Tower of Shadows. Doomed. There's all kinds of great metal band names on here. Dragon Hinge. The Demons. It's all on the cover of these magazines and these comic books and these Conan books. You can find all kinds of good metal names. You're learning life history. You're learning about life in general. You learn about Vietnam. You learn a little bit about life for listening to me. You learn a little bit about everything. This is more than comic books, guys. This is my world, but it's all woven together. So, here it is, number 8. Wally Wood. And the last one, the cleanup batter. The greatest artist, probably, I think, of all time. Besides Maurice Whitman. But anyway, the second greatest artist of all time. I mean, what can I say? Bernie Wrightson. There's Bernie. Bernie. And Bernie's got his name right here. And as you see, this is 1970. And he's got this mythological demon coming out of the sewer with snakes on his head. I would assume his name is Snakehead or Snake's Head or Snake Face. But you can see these 2 dudes here. He's got a sore back. He's like got his hips thrusted out towards this dude like, my back hurts. And there's nothing to see here. This turf is dead, bro. That's what he's saying. And the whole time behind him, here comes Snakehead or Snakeheads behind him, bro. So, I have a feeling he's about to get it. And like I said, this is a Bernie Wrightson. This is the last one in the run, man. It's 1974, even though the artwork was done in 1970. And I did have a bonus book of the day. And I was going to show you a cool book and tell you a good story. But I've already talked for 15 minutes about 9 issues. So I'm going to have to save the bonus book for some other time because I really want to tell you about this bonus book. But that is all for today. If you like what you see or you don't like what you see, I don't care if you like nothing on here. It might have been the worst show you've ever saw. Go ahead, click the like button anyway. And then whenever you get me, click the like button and then click the subscribe button. It's like right down there. And hit that top bell. And every time I'm on, you'll get a notification. And you can say how much you hate me and why do I put up with this dude. And you don't have to watch me. Just subscribe to the channel and don't watch me. But I still need you to subscribe. Makes sense, don't it? Let me 2 or 3 times a week be all in your feed. Makes perfectly good sense. So if you like what you see or don't like what you see, subscribe today. Hit the like button. Don't unsubscribe. Don't ever do that. And leave some comments down here about something. I don't care what we talk about, but I like to talk to you guys. We can talk about anything. So let's do some talking and a walking. It's 16 minutes in, so I'm going to get off here. So till next time, friends.